Right, so we've put a CB aerial up for our van, which we were using at the Radio Ham event because it's really for amateur radio, but we can also do CB radio. So what I've done, I'll try and do this as smoothly as possible, is to put an aerial, which is one of the Antron 99 type aerials, on a mast like that, and that's using one of those wheel on, drive on mast clamps. See, simple as that. Okay, we've just learned something. If I try and put the air conditioning on in here, so if we just put the power onto the air conditioner, we get a bit of that. I wasn't getting that on amateur radio. That was good, wasn't it? So I think that's going to be I don't know, we'll give it a go. It's getting hot in here. No, it's not going to be any good. Okay, we'll zoom in on the radio a bit. And let's see whether... What we're doing is to test that the van with the aerial at this height is identical to the one just outside the workshop. So we'll give that a go. Tango 21, Mr. Chippie.
Tango 21, go ahead.
Okay, I'm recording now.
Roger that. Well, we're just coming up to the end of the lane.
Roger, got you the end of the lane. If you saw the van on the earlier thing, we've got a couple of VHF sets there, or UHF and a VHF Yaesu set, which are multi-mode, and then we've got a automatic what do you call it, antenna tuner, and then we've got the Heathkit 1964 HF 101, which is one of two of those that I got. The other one's in the house. So let's see where he is.
Right, we're now passing Ancaster service station.
Okay, Roger. Well, it all works better than the Harvard WT1.
Yeah, well, I think that applies to most things.
It does.
Right, we're now square-wheeled at Ancaster Crossroads.
Roger, got you at Ancaster Crossroads, square-wheeled. I'm trying to put the air conditioning on in here, but it's causing interference to the CB, even though it didn't to the amateur gear last week.
Roger that. Well, you'll have to suffer for 10 minutes then.
Roger.
Right, we're now passing the top of the hill. Let's go down in towards Wilsford.
Roger, got you at the top of the hill.
Roger. Tango 21 from Mr. Chippie. We're now getting around Scratchy Corner, Wilsford. Over.
Roger, that's fine, going around Scratchy Corner at Wilsford.
Yep, roger that. Right, we're now going over Wilsford Level Crossing.
Roger, got you over Wilsford Level Crossing.
Roger.
Now, my late mother, when CB became available in the UK in 1981, she read one of the books on CB slang, because everybody had to use American type slang in the UK. Some of it's anglicised somewhat, but anyway, she read that somebody who spoke a lot on the CB radio was a ratchet jaw, and so from then on she called a CB radio a ratcheter. So I want you to know this is therefore a ratchet van.
Right, we're now passing the Kelby turn.
Roger, got you at the Kelby turn.
Roger.
So what we're testing, of course, isn't our Harrier CBHQ base station. This isn't the one in the living room, this is another one. We are testing that this van and the aerial are similar results to what we get from the workshop, which we're normally transmitting from on these kind of tests. the idea means then that we can have guests who come to this van and can participate in the test, which we can't do from the other workshop.
Right, we're now passing the Greyleys turn.
Roger, got you at the Greyleys turn.
Tango 21 from Mr. Chippie. We're now going over to level crossing.
Excellent. Well, that concludes the test. It could be marginally better than the one in the workshop, but the fact it works around scratchy corners, I've no doubt you're reading about the same over.
I typically reading some of that. I'd say slightly worse than the workshop.
Right, so you think it's slightly worse. I'm seeing it's slightly better, so that means it's equal over.
Yeah, roger that. Breaker on the side, bring it in. You've got Mr. Chippie here and Tango 21 at base.
Hello Richard, it's David Mallard, yeah?
Yeah, Roger Mallard, we got you.
Hey, you've just passed me, Richard.
Alright, yeah, I'm on the way into Sleaford. We're just going to test from the new installation of the mobile van over.
Roger D, yeah, I can hear you there, Richard, Tango 21.
Roger on that, Mallard. So you've gone to pick your son up?
No, I've been sat at Greyleys crossing gates for the past, since I left yours, Roger.
Yes, I don't think Mr. Chippie's seen what's sat on his bench.
Roger, Dodger, yeah. Like I say, since I left yours, I've been sat here.
Oh, excellent. Anyway, so I'm in the van and Mr. C you've just eyeballed.
I've got you £45, Roger.
Yep, Roger on that. Good. Well, that's concluded the test, folks. Mr. Chippie, do you still read me?
Yeah, only just. I'm on the main road into Sleaford, so it's difficult here anyway. There's a lot of interference from people's routes, etc.
Okay, I take it you're going shopping. Let's say 10:10.
Yeah, 10 times Tango 21.
Roger on that.
See you later, Richard.
Okay, then. That's great. Thanks for coming in. You're now on one of our videos.
Well, I fell asleep for a few minutes.
Oh, right. We've woken you up.
I fell asleep for a few minutes, looked up, I thought, oh, that car's got an aerial on it, and then realised who it was and turned the rig on.
You knew which channel it was going to be on, didn't you?
Was scanning, it stopped on it.
Roger on that. Well, anyway, it proves we've done the aerial right, so that's great.
Yeah, it's coming through clean and green, to be honest, very clear. About Radio 5.
Wall to wall and treetop tour, good buddy.
Enter fella.
Talking about these silly American things we used to do. Right, 10:10 then, Mallard. Nice to catch you on.
Yeah, catch you later, Richard. Tango 21, catch you later.
10:10.
10-10, we're down.
Yeah, dropped his Midland
Catch you
76
later, Mr. Chippie.
900 base station in.
Yeah, no problem, Mallard. We'll catch you later. By the way, were you in a van near the crossing gates or in a car?
In the car that's in front of it, Roger.
Roger that. I know it's the van with the window inside because it's in the sort
We're earwigging.
I looked at that and I noticed there was a car in front. That was you, yeah?
Yeah, Roger, yeah. I just happened to open my eyes as you were going over the crossing. I thought, I recognise that car.
Yes, fair enough.
Now I've been sat here since I left Richards. Basically, it was a waste of time going home because by the time I've gone home and then come back out here to pick the old boy up, I mean, it's half an hour home, half an hour here. So I might as well just sit here.
Yeah, it's a long way from here, really, is Colesworth, so yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to make this journey twice if I could help it.
Yeah, well, basically what it is at a first aid course, and him and one of his work associates, and we looked at the sat-nav and the Google Earth, and they wanted to send him up to the roundabout up here where all the roadworks are, and I thought, oh, we could do without that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare at Holdingham at the moment.
Yeah, and the thing was, it wasn't going to take him through town, through Sleaford, but I know my way through Sleaford, but he don't, you see, so I thought to myself, I might as well kill two birds with one stone.
Yep, don't blame me on that.
Right, diddly.
Well, I think we'll leave them at that. Don't often
How long have you got to wait now?
get much of a...
Another hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh dear, that's not great, is it?
No, I'll keep having the 5 minutes here and there, hip-wise. I feel absolutely knackered.
Yeah, this is it when you start doing nights. It's worse than actually getting on with things, isn't it?
Yeah, the trouble is, if I
Right, we will leave it at this, and thank you for watching. I think we've tested the van and proved that it works.